Oh, that sounds alarming.
Okay. Oh, you cheat sheets. Wait a minute. I need my cheat sheet.
Sorry.
Hey, good morning.
I wanted the one with all the answers.
I need the one with all the answers. Y'all think I got them. I cheat.
Yeah, we want to know how well you know the subject.
Yeah, well, this one's a little different because I was reading it this morning. Hey, David, good morning. Hey, welcome, everybody, to Monday Morning Jumpstart. It's been a little while since we've been here. Hey, Linda. We have not been at Counseling Connections for Change for a little bit, so we are here. We're up and running. We're live and in person. I'll let my friends introduce themselves. Hey, Ed Thompson, good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. So I'm going to let the guys introduce themselves and the lady, the woman who is with us, Miss Charlotte. So I'm going to let you see everybody so you know that I'm really not alone. Go ahead, Carrie.
Get the sleep off my eyes. Good morning, Carrie Haskell. I'm a Gideon. We're the ones that get God's word here and around the world, and I'm a Amsoil dealer.
And an Amsoil dealer. And a father.
And a
Father's Day.
Yeah. Good morning. My name is Louis Medina. I'm the owner of Essayons Productions. We're a full-service photography company. And starting July 1, we'll be doing photo booths.
Oh, that's cool. Now you're the photo booth. Awesome.
Cool.
Good morning, I'm Charlotte Silvera, and I'm with Counseling Connections.
She lets us in here. We make her get up early to be with us.
Mark Anderson with Anderson Accounting and Advisory. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
There you go. And Rick Torson with One Pearland and Right Now Leadership. And I also say Happy Father's Day. Israel, good to see you from the land down under. I know we get you for a few minutes before you go to sleep. I think it's midnight with you down there. Good morning, Nate. Glad that you're with us. Renee, good morning. Good to see you today. We'll look forward to seeing you this week. Got a good client seminar at Better Staffing this week that they're doing, and so we're excited about that. If any of you are looking for jobs, message me. I am connected to a great staffing company. Would love to help you guys find jobs in that next career move and plug you guys in. So welcome everyone. Good morning, Ed. Good to see you online with us. Carrie, say hi to Ed. He's here with us online this morning.
Ed. Good morning.
So hey, Bob. Good morning. Glad that you're with us. Sorry that you're not here in person. We are going to talk about a topic that is fresh for me. I was reading a book this weekend on coaching, and I hit an area in the book that I thought was really good, so I actually extracted some things with it. So I'm going to let you know ahead of time. I have, you don't steal it if you give credit to it. So right. I'm not stealing, but I am borrowing some information, and then some of it's my stuff, but I thought it was really good this morning. And it touched me, so I figured I would share it with you guys. Would love your feedback as we go through the morning, so please jump in, invite your friends to join us. We're going to spend a few minutes here this morning talking about the 7 dysfunctional dwarfs. So I started typing this and writing this. I thought I could get myself in trouble with the politically correct world, and so I was like, this is the 7. This is Snow White's dwarfs. So you just never know, and I didn't want to be rude or make any implications. So it's funny that there's a time when I probably would not have thought about that, and that doesn't make it right. But I definitely thought about it this morning. So let me ask you guys first of all how familiar we are with the 7 dwarfs. You have for those of you guys that are here, we have their picture, right? So I'm giving them a little help. Somebody tell me it's off to work we go. So who are the dwarfs? How many of you guys can name the dwarfs?
I can name 5.
Are you looking it up?
No, I can name. Yeah, I did.
See, you guys online, I don't know if you're cheating, but Lewis is cheating. He's going
5.
around. Okay.
I can remember the other 2.
Okay, so hang on. So give me some of the dwarfs. Mark. Sleepy. No, I'm not. Sneezy. I have Allegra for that.
Yeah.
Come on,
Grumpy.
Sleepy, Sneezy, Grumpy.
Happy.
You guys online help out before they get them all in there. Happy, Bashful.
Yep.
Doc. Do we need one more?
Yes.
I don't remember if Doc was one of them.
Doc.
Is Doc one of them?
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, I don't know. Hey Clay, good to see you. Happy and Sleepy. So Renee's happy and sleepy today. Which one are you? Happy, Sleepy, Dopey. Grumpy. So you gotta look at the pictures. There's Dopey. I can see there's Grumpy.
1, 2, 3.
There's
4,
Sleepy.
5, 6, 7.
Happy.
Yeah, so it's Doc, Grumpy, happy, sleepy, bashful, sneezy, and dopey.
Sneezy, bashful, dopey. Okay. So which one do you guys represent this morning? Who are you this morning?
Sleepy.
Sleepy. Come. Okay. So Sleepy's been used. You can't use Sleepy. Hey, Israel. Grew up in the Solomons, so he has no idea. Israel, you don't know Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? I'm sending you some video and stuff online today. I know it's Disney. Everyone in the world knows Disney. The Solomon Islands know Disney. Golly. So who do you guys resonate with the most today? Sleepy, you get sleepy. Oh, you're happy. Lewis is happy today.
Happy.
Happy? Okay.
Hey, copycat.
We would get some happy people today.
The other ones are just so negative.
Yeah, no one wants
dopey,
to. I'm feeling
Nobody wants to
dopey
be dopey,
today.
yeah.
I'm feeling dopey today. Ed Thompson said dopey.
And he's
Ed is our state representative who's feeling dopey today.
Yeah.
I hope there's not legislation that you're working on today, okay? Well, we're having a good time, but Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The Seven Dwarfs, that if you ever saw the movie, the first one, they've remade it 1,000 times, and with animation these days, it's amazing what they can do with that. So my first blank, because I'm going to talk about this and we're going to jump in today, is the Disney dwarfs always dealt in drama.
Oh, yes.
The dwarfs and drama go hand in hand. So let's ask a quick question. What is drama to you? What's drama look like for you? I know none of you have experienced drama in your lives. But for other people, when you've watched other people when you've watched me go through drama in my life, what is it? What does it look like?
It looks like problems.
Problems
And how people deal with them.
Problems and how we deal with them. So the problem isn't necessarily the drama, is it?
No, it's the way we react to it.
The way we entertain the drama, the way we engage the conflict or the problem or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Give me some neutral scenarios of drama. Where have you experienced drama in your life? With what circumstances have you found a lot of drama?
Telling your children to go to bed.
With our children, telling them to go to bed. But just children and family and parenting could be defined as drama.
Sure.
And I love my kids and they're doing so much better. They're older, but I don't know when that drama shifts. Maybe it's when they get their own drama.
Could be.
When they have little dramas, then they don't become our little dramas anymore.
Yeah.
So drama, right? What else? Politics. Somebody said online. Absolutely. There's always drama in politics. What else?
Having taught junior high for so long, it's that age group that is drama. That's just the definition.
The teenage, puberty,
yes.
probably 9 through the rest of their lives or until they're older. It's just
Emotion.
Drama is
Emotion
it's
is
tied
the
to
prevalent.
so it's tied to emotions.
Yeah.
Right? We experience drama when we have a heightened emotion. Right? And then that emotion has to interact with someone. That emotion has to find an outlet. Emotion is a response to a thought, which elicits a feeling, which elicits an action. And when we elicit that action, and it is not a positive action necessarily, we find ourselves in drama. Can you be in drama by yourself and all alone?
I think you can.
Yeah.
You could.
Oh, I think you can. I have drama going on in here all the time. The arguments with myself, the world I create, the drama I create when I can't do something, and it may not be directed at anyone, but the space that I'm in becomes a dramatic space. When we think about drama, we think about entertainment world. We think about theater and acting, and so that word goes well with that because it's taking an emotion and it is accentuating that emotion 100 times. They tell you in theater that simple emotion, simple movement, the people, you have to accentuate it like 100 times so that the audience can feel it and see it as well.
Yeah.
So drama is something that is exaggerated in terms of its expression is heightened. It's at a very high state of emotion. Okay. So, drama, from a definition of dictionary definition, are events involving interesting or intense conflict of forces. So I thought that was interesting, the conflict of forces. Drama where forces meet with one another, emotions meet, a conflict of one emotion and another emotion, or one situation, another situation, they collide, and they have the potential to create drama. So a quote that I didn't see who wrote it, but I thought it was good, I have down here. Drama does not just walk into your life. Either you create it, invite it, or associate with it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? Is that a statement you'd agree with? What's, in terms of when you think about drama in your life, are one of those three categories pretty accurate? Is there anything else you can think of?
No, definitely right on.
Yeah. Yeah, we either create it ourselves, and we know people, we would say, they use the term drama queens, right? And we use that generically for males and females, but you're a drama queen or a drama king. You either create it yourself by the way you're responding to life that's going around. You invite it, you allow yourself to engage with it. You find yourself in the middle of it, not pulling away, but actually engaging or being fuel on the fire, or you associate yourself with it. You're around people and situations that create drama. In general, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
What?
This situation of drama. Either creating it, associating with it, or inviting it.
I say it's a bad thing.
I think it's a bad thing. I think it's not something that we should look for, that we should actively engage in. I think drama is something, at least for me in my life, I want to mitigate drama as much as possible.
Try to calm it down.
Why? Because drama what?
It's upsetting.
It's upsetting, but it's distracting. It's stressful. It creates anxiety in my body. It damages relationships. It causes me to potentially be offended at someone or to be angry. It's divisive. It's all about emotion, and sometimes emotions are just way too much. So drama typically occurs when we become one of the 7 dysfunctional dwarfs. So I'm not going to have you guess at these, but you might have some other dwarfs that you might know, but I've got them written down on our sheet. So the 7 dysfunctional dwarfs are, the first one is sulky. What does sulky look like? What does sulking mean when we sulk? We sulk. When I'm sulking, I'm sulking. My lip comes out and it's the woe is me, right? And I'm sulking because I didn't get my way. That's typically, we sulk when we don't get something we want. So that's one of the dwarfs, dysfunctional dwarfs. The second one is moany. Moany. What is moany about? What's moany? Look, complaining. They're always whining and moaning. So you could put whining. I don't have one of the 7 dysfunctional dwarfs are not whiny, but it's moany. We're moaning. Oh, it's the Eeyore syndrome. I teach and talk about Eeyore, right? It's that, oh, woe is me,
Negative.
Oh, darn, right? And then we have shouty. What is the dysfunctional dwarf shouty look like? Any of you shouties? I could be called a shouty. Short-tempered, loud. If I don't like what's going on, my volume goes up, and I guess I've never really thought about it as shouting at people, but my kids or my family or people were up. I might have been called a shouter in my life.
Barking.
The fourth one, dysfunctional dwarf, is crabby. Do we have any crabby Steves out there? Do we have any crabby?
Mark's raising his hand.
Mark just raised his hand.
Maybe when we're sleepy.
Sleepy? Yeah. Well, okay. So there are reasons for why we might enter into those places, but crabby is just like they're always always in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Do you know people like that where you get around them, you're like, I don't want to be around them. They're always just complaining about something. All right. So we got 4: sulky, moany, shouty, crabby. Now we've got martyry. Martyry.
Is that a word?
It is now because it's written down. As soon as something is written down and you can pronounce it, it becomes a word, and I get to define it.
And it's online.
And it's a what?
Online.
And it's online. Yes, it is online.
I saw it on the internet.
Yeah. So what is martyry? You guys online, what is martyry? Ed says, drama are emotions out of control. Yes, they are. Renee says loud when we were talking about shouty. Martyry. What's martyry? You guys online, help me. Come on, this one. I see this one a lot, actually.
It's when you honestly feel like you're throwing yourself into the wolves, right? You're gonna be the I'm the guy. Everything is happening, but I will take the blame.
Yeah.
I'm going
to take the blame. It's what's a martyr? A martyr who gives themselves up for the cause.
Right.
They give their life up for the cause, right? Bob says, "Poor me."
Yeah.
Martyrs are poor me, poor pitiful me. Martyrs are the ones that martyrs drive me crazy because they all of a sudden make it all about them, and I'll sacrifice, I'll do it, I'll be the one to take the price, to pay the price. I'll just take all the blame. It's all my fault, right? But they don't just take if they want to take the blame, that's all right. But they don't just take the blame silently.
Yeah.
No.
Martyrs want everyone to know, look at me. I am going to stand up and be the. It's almost this false humility where they say, all right, I'll just do it. It's all me. And I appreciate that with people. It's when they live that out and they just want to make sure that you recognize and understand that that's who they are. That's martyry. We got 2 more dysfunctional dwarfs. We got touchy. What's touchy look like?
Easy to offend or upset.
Easy to be offended or
With
upset.
feelings on their sleeve.
Yeah. Which dwarf is coming in? Angie dwarf is coming in. Hi, Angie. Angie, are you sulky, moany, shouty, crabby, martyry, or touchy? Or maybe you're the last one that I haven't brought up yet. Probably. I'm a little touchy this morning, Rick. Don't start with me. Hey, Lisa, Ricky, good to see you guys this morning. We're talking about 7 dysfunctional dwarfs. Which dwarf are you guys? Sulky, moany, shouty, crabby, martyry, touchy. That means it's like touchy people are like everything bothers them. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. It's like, man, I can say anything without you responding, right? And then this last one is a word that you guys may have to help me with, petulant. We talk about children being petulant. What is petulant? One of the dysfunctional dwarfs are petulant. Somebody help me. If you guys online, you can Google it really quick. What does petulant mean? Huh? Throwing fits. Little tantrums. Yeah.
Kind of encompasses all the other ones ahead of it there. But,
if you are any of the other 7 dysfunctional, you become petulant. You become, it's more aggressive. Petulant is an aggressive response.
Yeah.
It is taking those different ones in the way I'm going to act it out or demonstrate it in front of you. It's disrespectful. It's a harder word. Petulant is a harder word in terms of its response is a little bit stronger feeling. It's a little bit directed towards someone in a negative manner. So this is where, from the book I was reading and stuff I was talking about, when we turn into one of the 7 dysfunctional dwarfs, let me ask you, has anyone in here ever been one of the 7 dysfunctional dwarfs? Have you ever, is there one of these that are more you? Shouty is kind of one of mine.
Yeah.
I used to be a little martyry. I think that was part of my makeup a while ago. Now, it's not anymore, but I think when I was younger, I could play the martyr pretty well. Because martyrs are attention grabbers. They need attention. They want someone to say, oh, I feel so bad for you. And unfortunately, that was probably a place I lived at some time. Any of you guys, any of these 7 dysfunctional dwarfs ever show up in your lives?
I would say shouty.
Shouty?
Shouty.
Yeah.
You're probably crabby.
Crabby?
Yeah, I got accused of that by a principal, like getting to be a grumpy old man.
Yeah. And then I think moany, everybody does. We don't realize we do it. No one wants to say it, but I think a lot of us moan and we whine and complain a lot. I find this generation does it a lot, and I don't just mean the younger generation, but I just mean we're in a time period, a generation, where it seems like anyone, regardless of your age, feels the right to complain, to moan and whine about life. So I'm not talking about millennials. I'm just talking about this generation that's living. There is a moany kind of whiny kind of thing, and then we got a lot of shouty in this world these days. A lot of people who get very aggressive.
They don't listen. They'd rather speak.
So when we turn into one of the 7 dysfunctional dwarfs, we enter into what Stephen Karpman talked about in emotional intelligence and stuff. He calls it the drama triangle. The drama, that's that blank there. So that's our second blank. Drama triangle. Stephen Karpman talks about this, and there's 3 spokes to the drama triangle. The first one, the blank that I want to talk to you guys about, is the victim. The drama triangle, and you move through these spokes. You can very easily move from one to the next to the next. The victim thinks, man, my life is so hard. This is so unfair. They're the poor me, right? They're the moany, the martyry kind of one of the dysfunctional dwarfs. And they say, it's not my fault, it's theirs. Not just a person, but the victim is, the world is against me. It's y'all's fault. Have you guys ever met someone who plays a victim pretty well, who has this victim mentality? That's another thing, and I'm not going to put it on a generation, but the generation that's alive. We can play the victim really well. The world is out to get me. Life isn't fair. My boss, my job. I mean, in the work world, if you guys ever have had employees or been in a work environment, there's always the person in that environment that seems to play the victim. And no matter what happens, no matter where they go, they're not happy, and it's not their fault. But they won't blame one person. They're going to blame the culture. They're going to blame the team. They're going to blame the business. They're going to blame the life. So that's the victim of this drama triangle. The second one is a persecutor. The second spoke that Karpman talks about is the idea of a persecutor. And they think, I am surrounded by fools or idiots. They look at everyone around them as being lesser than they are. It's like a lawyer, the persecutor. They're persecuting others. They're looking at others and saying, y'all are stupid. Y'all don't know anything. They may not say it, but they have that attitude. Have you ever been around someone who has an attitude that you always feel like they make you feel like you're an idiot? They may not say it, but you just the way they talk, the way they look. Mark, you pointed to Mark, makes you feel that way? Okay, so we're going to take a time out at JUMPSTART, and we're going to have a conflict resolution and a healing time between Lewis and Mark. So, hey Julie, good to see you. Hope you and Steve are doing well. We got to get together soon. So we got the victim, we got the persecutor. They say things like this. They say the same thing. It's not my fault. It's yours. Now it's a person. The persecutor is going to target someone. And these are the people you don't want to get caught in the weeds in. I do a lot of coaching with people around conflict management, right? And the problem with conflict management when it's not done right is we get stuck in the weeds. And we start saying, I don't like your behavior, I don't like what you did, I don't like how you're acting, and well, this is why I did it, but you still can't do it. And we find ourselves going back and forth, and we're not vision directed or objective directed, we are issue directed, and we can't get out of the weeds. And because we become persecutors, it's your fault. Well, it's not my fault, it's your fault. You don't understand what I did. Well, you did this because I did that. And I did this because, and all of a sudden we're in this place that no one wins and everyone loses because we get down to the point where we are pointing fingers. So you've got the victim, the persecutor, and here's the one where I would probably find myself most of the time, is the third one is called the rescuer. The rescuer. And I think more people that I know fall in this category because it's the most self-righteous one that we have that feels good, but it really isn't. And it thinks this: don't fight, don't worry, just let me fix it. It's the person that says, I'll just do it. Just let me do it. Let me fix it. Let me take care of it. Let me help you. Those words all sound like very endearing, positive words, but there's people who are doing that all the time.
Another word for rescuer could be enabler.
Enabler, absolutely. Perfect word.
Yeah, and personally, I think they're all equally bad.
So the point of this is not one of them are good.
Right.
Every one of these leads to dysfunction. Every one of these ties into a dysfunctional dwarf. Every dysfunctional dwarf ties into an outward action. Each of these drama triangles are the way we display our bad dwarf. Our bad struggle. And we will move to being the victim, the persecutor, the rescuer. The rescuer says this: it's my fault. I'll take responsibility. It's the martyr kind of, right? It's I'll take responsibility. It's not your fault. I blew it. Now, again, all that, like if you're a good transformational leader, you always understand that you take responsibility for your team. It's different. Say, guys, this is my fault. We got ourselves here. You may not literally be at fault, but you're saying, I'm the one in charge. I'm casting vision. I'm trying to lead us. I'll take responsibility. That's a healthy conversation. But when we start grabbing it from other people and you say, oh, no, it's all my fault. It's more that we're moaning. We're actually being moany. We're being a martyry. We're being petulant. We're sulking. All of those things come into play in this rescuer. It's just harder to tell because it sounds like we're being helpful. And when we become enablers, as Lewis said, or this place of rescuing, no one grows, no one learns. We don't allow people to fail. We don't ever think we fail. But actually, we're failing ourselves and we're failing everyone around us by thinking we've got to rescue people all the time. I tell parents when I do counseling, and some of you parents may already know this, the best thing in the world you can do is let your child fail. When they're at home, in the environment of your surroundings, when the failing doesn't cost them a lot. It may hurt some, it may cost them some, but not the same as when they're 25, 27, 29, and they're on their own and they fail, and they've never been allowed to fail before, and now they're out on their own and they fail, and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to go through the failure because they've always been rescued. And I was one of those people that were guilty of that, and I caught it early enough where my kids still struggle. They still look to me, but it's hard because there's still that rescuing mode. And sometimes we rescue because we care about people and we just don't want them to hurt. But that's not always the best answer or solution. So you've got this drama triangle that Karpman talks about, and each one of these things, not one of them is good. So before we finish up, we just got a few minutes left painting the picture. How do we get out of drama? How do we move past drama and what I put to peace? Peace isn't the absence of conflict. I really think this is important that we understand. Peace, people want, I just want peace in my life. And they think what they're saying is, I just want all this to go away. I just want to be in a safe space. I want peace. I don't want any more drama. Well, go live on an island by yourself and you will get rid of most of it except for the drama within you. Yeah. Peace is not the absence of conflict. And I'm going to tell you guys and everyone online from a faith perspective, the way I would couch this from my belief system. Faith isn't the absence of conflict. Faith is the recognition of Christ in the midst of the conflict. Because he says, my peace I give to you, my peace I leave to you, not as the world gives it. Right? Which is so good that he doesn't give peace like the world gives peace, because it's not really peace. Peace of the world, what the world gives is when you guys are all in distress and you leave me alone. When you guys understand you're the reason I'm not at peace. That's the world's peace. Is if you just fix yourselves, I'll be at peace. How's that work for you guys who have been in relationships? If my spouse would just fix themselves, if they would just act better, my life would be so much better. Well, there's a little bit of truth in that, but it's not that true. Because we think our peace is dependent upon others. It's not. For us as people of belief and people of faith, our peace is dependent upon Christ. Because he gives us peace in the midst of the storm. Jesus in the story of Scripture didn't always calm the storm. He calmed the person in the storm. He said, I can't take the storm away from you. The storm is part of life. But how you, and you said this before, Mark, I think, so, how you go through the storm is where he says, I can step in. I don't know how many of you are going through a storm in your life. I've had a good storm brewing in my family for a while that's just been this constant kind of bad weather that one of my kids has been struggling through. And I can't make the storm go away. I can't stop it. I can't rescue. I can't do anything about it except to go, how am I going to go through the storm? When we talk about it, how do you weather the storm? We know a storm is coming, so what do? Begin to prepare. We prepare our home. We prepare the things we need. We put things in place because we know a storm's coming. And we know we can't stop the storm. A lot of us, that's our lives. And when we start thinking some outside force is going to change that or stop that, I think we find ourselves in worse positions than we started. So we're almost done. Sorry. 3 things I need to give you. 3 blanks. Move from drama to peace. Blank. Take responsibility for you. You're the boss of you. Take responsibility for you. That's the opposite of a victim. No more blame game. Second one is choose to believe the best. Believe the best. No more bullying. The persecutor's it's a bully. We're putting it off on someone else. Choose to believe the best in people. Even though their actions don't always align up, that doesn't mean their heart is off. Sometimes our heart and our actions aren't in alignment. So I'm looking to the heart of people. What's the heart say? The heart desires to do good. My actions sometimes, I act like an idiot. If I based the actions, my relationship with my wife on actions, or she did, we would not be together. because sometimes our actions are hurtful. But I look at that heart and I go, no, I know the heart, and sometimes I act like a fool. So I recognize I'm acting like a fool, I repent, and I come back at it because my heart doesn't want to do that. So the second one is choose to believe the best in people. No more bullying. Last one is, as we wrap up, listen to understand. Don't listen to fix it. Listen to understand. No more Mr. Fix-It-All. And that's really the third one, is the rescuer. We are always trying to fix something and rescue someone. We don't need to do that. Listen to understand where they're coming from. What are they doing? What's the situation? Become a coach, right? Not a dictator, not a control person, but listen and see where you can come alongside and be the bumpers in the bowling alley to help them move. But don't do it for them. Don't fix it for them. It's not our job. Our job is to love them and help them and serve them. So we need to understand what's going on and listen well. So we're at the end of our time. I'm a minute past. Those of you guys that have stayed with me online, thanks. Ron, good to see you. Hey, Chris, glad you joined in, man. Israel, appreciate you. Thanks for hanging in the whole time. You guys, this is a Monday morning Jumpstart. If I can do anything for you, pray for you, encourage you, I would love to do that. Please send me a note. Send this to your friends. Christina, good to see you. Ed, it's nice to see you. Be a peacemaker, not a peacekeeper, Ed just said. Good one, Ed. Thank you. So you guys have joined us online. Thank you so much. We'll be here next Monday, barring any life change that may happen. But I'm glad that you guys joined us. You guys, I'm glad that you joined us back here. It's good to see everybody. It's been a month since we've been together. Also, Live to Lead is coming. We have got our speakers for that. It's a John Maxwell thing, and not Brene Brown. Rachel Hollis is going to be there, and there's 3 other speakers that they're just now announcing. If you want to be a part of Live to Lead, be a sponsor with that, or get your tickets. Their pre-tickets are on sale now. It's not till October, but we're going to be hosting it at Grace Church on 45 in their auditorium. So we're looking forward to that. Live to Lead is October 11th. And it's all online. Let me know if you're interested. So you guys, thanks for joining today. Believing that your best is still to come, and if there's anything we can do to serve you, please let us know. Thanks, and God bless. There we go.
Yeah, good one.